Do not question the music. The music will tell us when we're stopping. Got it. So you guys ready?
Yeah!
Yeah, let's move over. Well, I felt a little bit enthusiastic, but I don't give a damn today. Let's move over to the podcast.
Podcast!
That's why I'm doing all my stretches. I'm in front of the camera, as always. I say
You're just flexing.
I'm just flexing. Oof.
Always good.
Huh?
You're always stretching in front of cameras.
Yes, it's
how
part
you
of
get
my
some
secret
views.
business. I've now got my own little vlog of me just stretching.
Soon as gonna have a V-top.
God, fuck no.
Done pretty well since those money supermarket adverts, haven't you, GD?
I'm gonna be honest, mate. Yeah, I'm more flexible than you think, mate.
You're going to have your own amiibo soon.
Oh, sweet. I want that. I want an amiibo.
You got to wear the same 2 barrels as it has.
It's gonna work for everything. You're going to see me in that.
I'm coming to work today. I've got GD amiibo.
What's it
Just got
do?
him on it.
Everything. It turns everything green. Anyway, as always, hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG podcast. It is the second part of our E3 special, and it is Wednesday, the 14th of June. As always, you have me, GD, we have Ryan, and we have joined by Billy. How are you, Billy? Where have you been?
Well, I'm very well. I'm very excited because I got the game that I've been, I think since I started this podcast, been wanting, haven't I? And that would be, of course,
Raven
Mario
Rabbids.
Rabin Rabbids.
It's everyone's been asking. Do you know what? I do actually want to say something about that. We'll talk a bit more about Nintendo in a bit, but that particular game I want to mention. How many times have you heard someone mention that they want a Mario RPG, and then they get this?
Sorry, Paper Mario.
The amount that doesn't count for them. They don't really care about it. They don't. Yeah, you've also got that Mario and Luigi Superstar. No. They want something on a console.
You get Mario with guns.
Yeah, that's a good point. You seen Mario when he looked at that gun, he was so
Packing
shocked. He looked at it and thought, oh, finally, someone's given me something to help me conquer this bloody world for once.
What am I fighting? Aliens? Monsters? Oh, Donkey Kong Rabbit.
You say that, but that is some of the cutest characters I've ever seen of that game. How can you... You made it cuter.
I'm going to get an amiibo of the Princess Rabbit.
You ever want an amiibo of the Princess Rabbit? I want an amiibo of the Princess Rabbit. Those... Also, I'm trying to find where the image box is. There we go. So yeah, we might as well start talking about this one first. So, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Well, it started off with a leak.
Yeah.
Because we got leaked images of it first, and everyone was like, "What the hell is this? Oh my lord, what the hell is this?"
I don't know, but I just saw the screen.
Now that they
saw
think the gameplay, I feel like a lot of people are like, actually. Like, I hate to admit this, but this actually looks fun.
Yeah. Well, it's
it looks like a guilty pleasure game, sort of like Sonic.
Well, it's Mario meets Raven Rabbids meets XCOM.
Yeah.
That's the best way of putting it. And well, I don't know. I do like the idea of this. The thing is, I am a fan of the Rabbids. Even when they was around during Rayman, because it was so crazy and unpredictable half the time. And then
it was the party game that's not made by Nintendo, so it was a nice bit of variety, I think.
Oh god, yeah. Well, even to a point that Miyamoto was there, and no offense, he never comes to anything that isn't a Nintendo thing.
He's an unsociable bugger.
Yeah. Well, I like to point out he was coming into Ubisoft holding a gun. So
yeah,
let's
do it right. If the fans don't react positively to this gun's gonna go off and shoot rabbits right in your face.
So, anyway, Ryan, what do you think of this whole thing? Did you play any of the Rabbids games in the first place yourself?
Yeah, I've got Raven Rabbits for the Kinect.
So, are you happy to see that they're now going to be mingling with Mario?
Yeah, I actually am.
You actually am. Well,
I love crossovers.
the thing is, the thing is, would this be one of those kind of games that would say, I don't think it's going to sell the console, but
No, it's not going to sell the console, no.
But
But I am going to buy it now that I am going to get the console because there's other ones that have sold it, and that one just looks fun.
well, the thing is, like I said, we'll talk more about Nintendo, but the one thing I want to mention about them before then is that there has been a lot of games. They've been on a huge roll since the whole Switch release. And they're just continuing and continuing to a point that just look at some of the games that they've had that already come out. You had Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that came out on the Wii U as well, but everyone said, no, just get it on the Switch. It's better on the Switch. And then you've got Mario Kart Deluxe 8, the best-selling Mario Kart game ever now. Thanks.
It's gone from the worst-selling Mario Kart game to the best-selling, just because I'm moving it to a different console.
Then we have some of the games that are coming out. We've got ARMS that is coming out, I think, next week, isn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah, so we've got ARMS that is just coming out next week, which it looks more like that should have been the test fire of the console. We've got Splatoon 2. The story of that looks brilliant. I want to know what's happening with the Squid. Is it Squid Sisters?
Yeah, I think one of them's gone evil, perhaps.
Yeah, I think it's.
What? There's a story to it.
There was a story in the first one, and
yeah, there was a really small. It's single player. You could probably get through it in about a few hours. There wasn't like much to the story. It was just literally like these Octolins are the bad guys. These are the good guys.
Go kill things.
Beat them. Yeah.
Now it seems like they're actually working a bit more with the story on this now, having something to do with the two sisters that you saw. They were the mascots of the game in the end, weren't they?
Yeah. I mean, they played a part in the first story in the first game. Like they come around at the end or something to help you out. But
I think it was not just that at the end, because they ended up doing what was it, challenges or competitions, events. That's it. Let's go with events. That might be a better way. The last event that they had was which Squid sister do you prefer? So it ended up having the two Squid sisters against each other in the end, and I think that's what they rolled on with from that. Yeah. Anyway, not just that. We've like other games that we know that are coming out. We've got Mario Odyssey, which we saw more of at. We might as well talk about Nintendo, even though we've got Ubisoft's press conference in the corner now.
Best way to describe the new Mario game. Have you ever seen Exorcist? You know how the demon possessed the little girl? Mario does that now.
Yeah, but instead of the little girl, it's anything. Not anyone, anything.
I'm pretty sure he took over a bollard at one point.
Yeah. Just to get to higher places. The more people, more shocked that he took over a T-Rex, though. That's one thing that's bugged me.
If that T-Rex turned around and just went Yoshi like in a really cutesy voice, that would make it. I'll be at the store right now buying this.
I would have been looking and thinking, what the hell did you do to him? That is not my Yoshi. My Yoshi looks like this. Maybe less woolly. But still,
I want a bloody T-Rex.
Yoshi. Not a bloody full-grown T-Rex.
Don't put a hat
with a hat.
You've seen what happens.
That is one dangerous hat. It gives you a mustache and blue eyes. But yeah. So talking about Mario Odyssey, they've shown off more of the gameplay. They explained a little bit more about New Donk City as well. Which I'm going to be honest, I didn't notice until probably a couple of weeks ago that it's actually Donkey Kong's city.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah.
And
I think it's on one of the really old arcade games.
Yeah.
Donkey City is referenced in it, and I believe the sinner in the trailer we saw is actually Pauline, which is the girl that you rescue in the original Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That's what I believe it is.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, Pauline, she is the mayor of New Donk City. But more importantly, we've seen the real version of Cappy. I think the hat's called. Yeah, they really went all out with the creative name for that hat, didn't they?
Well, they've run out of their creation after saying, yeah, it can do anything.
Oh, yeah,
See that car? That's you now.
What should we call it? Just put Y next to it. Cappy. It's called Cappy. Okay, that'll do. Okay, it's Cappy now. But yeah,
I'm feeling the guy who voiced Mario named him.
yeah, I want to call him Cappy. It just looks like a cap.
No,
He's overly happy.
in Raven Rabbits. I put Cappy in yours.
I'm gonna have Cappy in your game too. Your Metroid. You're Cappy for you too.
Capish?
Cappy to all, except for you, Luigi. You get no Cappy.
What does Luigi's hat do?
Nobody would want to take over him though anyway, would they?
I don't want to take over you, Luigi. Sorry. Oh, Luigi, you want to get him? You're not even in my game.
No, you got a hat, see? I can't do that. I don't want.
You can be in the game with the rabbits. Well, it'd be fun. Like that party game would be no. Oh yeah, so
That went on.
yeah, going back on with the game itself. So what we understand from it is that they showed off that the hat gives you the ability to take over things like we mentioned. There is different lands with its own currency that you can collect. So if you've seen in the trailer for the game so far, there's like a purple currency in the game. That is supposed to be that regional's currency. And surprise, surprise, you can now actually spend the coins. I know, it's like you can actually do something with what they're actually supposed to be.
They got rid of extra lives.
Yeah, they got rid of lives as well. By those things, you lose
Pointless
coins.
lives.
Yeah. Now you just
They're
lose coins.
going up to 99 and you don't know what to do with them.
Yeah. So, talking about the selling of the coins. So now you can actually unlock costumes for Mario in different worlds. So you've seen in the actual trailer that he's wearing different costumes, and one of them in a suit.
An outfit.
Yes, in his different outfits and different hats, which still have Cappy's eyes on it.
American football outfit.
There's the sombrero. It's Mexican. It's
The
Mexican
Uncle
stereotype.
Sam outfit.
Yeah.
Stars and Stripes.
The scuba diver outfit.
The astronaut outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Basically turned into Chase McCain.
I want where's the birthday suit outfit? It was just him in a hat.
Oh God, no, Nintendo, we too far. We said we want you to aim more towards adults, but that is just going a bit too far there.
An overweight naked man flying in the air about to possess you as he throws his hat at you.
What the hell's going on? But anyway, what do you guys think of this whole costume change idea with it as well?
Yeah, I like it. It looks fun.
Yeah, I do. There's more to it, isn't there?
Yeah, I think compared to, I'm going to be honest, the last big Mario game we had was Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2, wasn't it? And with that one, the main concept with that
I'll say it's the last game that we had a bit of creativity with it instead of just, here's 8 worlds with very set genres. You know, you got your grasslands, you got your desert land, you got your wetlands, you got your... You know, like they just went for a very structured game. Every single one, and I think everyone got with it because it used to be the game that you just don't know what to expect the next ones to be, and it just gone right 180 for the past 7 years. Like Sunshine is nothing like any other of the Mario games.
Yeah. Even though a lot of people don't mention it too much, but it was something different.
Well, that's the thing. At first, people hated it because it was so different. Now people love it because it's so different.
Yeah, it's like seriously, guys, just. But I agree. The thing is, I think Galaxy 2 that was a Wii title as well, wasn't it? So Wii U had that whole time where it didn't have beyond a creative Mario game, and they're not saying it was a bad idea going back
Well,
to the old school Mario.
World
It
is
was
fun,
fun having
but
that.
it got a bit samey. Like I've got the game and I haven't completed it because when you've played about 5 or 6 levels, you feel like you've played them all. They go in a very structured formula, like where you know you're going to get the flag at the end, like which levels are going to have the bosses, and the bosses die the same way as they're doing the other ones. You just got to jump in their head 3 times. Like they'll use the same bosses recycle, but this one's a bit stronger by jumping, doing the different pattern or something like that, and there's no incentive to continue because you know what you're going to get.
Going a bit more about Mario Odyssey as well. So the stars have been sort of ditched now for moons, it looks like, as well. Or bananas. They look like bananas to me.
Bananas.
Yeah, so more importantly, you collect them and you can continue with the world that you're in. It does, like, for example, like with Mario 64 and Sunshine, I think even Galaxy, once you collect the star, then you go back to the beginning of that area, or... Yeah. With this one, you don't do that. You just continue on as you go along. I think the main way of moving away from the area is to beat one of the bosses. So, I like the idea that they were also changing things about that. They're saying, no. This is not Mushroom Kingdom. Now, is it a new world, or is it just different lands in the Mario Kingdom world?
See, it's really weird because way back in the 80s, when it was like Super Mario, it was like the whole thing, like Mario was from Brooklyn, and he got transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. So I don't know whether it's continue from that. Like this is the real, because you're seeing regular human beings in this world, aren't you? I like it, and it's pretty much
Very
set based
tall
on
human
our world.
beings.
But it's sort of set based on our world because you got Mexico, like you got New Dogs. Obviously, it's not our world exactly, but it's very set based on locations in our world.
Yeah.
Whereas Mushroom Kingdom, there's no place like that.
Well, yeah. Well, there is places, certain places like that, but they're not as how we see them in this game. The thing is, you have got your desert areas, you've got your snowy areas, and of course you've got your dinosaur areas, because that's where bloody Yoshi from, not that bloody T-Rex that I'm scared of.
It's Jurassic Park. No, there must be, I'm imagining there was a huge mix-up between Jurassic Park and New Donk City. Like they've got like cute, fuzzy, like Yoshi in one of those massive cages.
I reveal you to you, the T-Rex. Oh,
to be honest,
kill it!
I'd say he's more deadly. He's more
Let's see
deadly.
what a real life Goomba looks like now.
It's basically just a mushroom on the ground. That's a Goomba. Yep.
A mushroom with feet.
But talking about the bosses as well, we've got some new bosses which are rabbit related. Who knew? So yeah. So what I understand from these rabbits is that they're party planners. And they're
raving.
They're not raving, surprisingly. These guys are actually more organised than those guys. Yeah, so they're party planners, and they're actually helping plan Bowser's wedding to Princess Peach. So, yeah, Bowser actually took it that far now. So, yeah, rabbits. Why? Why the rabbit theme all of a sudden? I don't... Why? Someone explain to me the rabbits.
It's not even. I don't know.
We just got
Well,
rabbits.
I would say I was surprised there isn't a rabbit power up, but then I remember there already was.
One of them turns him into a UFO. One turns into a UFO. I got from the game footage. Yeah.
Idea.
So yeah, like I said,
I don't know.
I think I've had enough of Mario Odyssey for a bit, haven't we?
Rabbit.
Yeah, that's going to be the new Link amiibo, shown here first. Yeah, Nintendo's really gone down the rabbit route now.
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, literally. No, that's not a rabbit. Why hasn't it got rabbit ears?
What?
Why hasn't it got rabbit ears?
Because that's the bunny hood from Majora's Mask
Is
that
the
makes him run faster.
Oh, so he's always been a rabbit. I knew it.
Yes.
So,
Actually, he's a rabbit in Link to the Past as well. A pink one.
a pink rabbit. I want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's stop with Mario Odyssey and let's talk about some of the other games that was actually announced during Nintendo's Spotlight. So, first, you know what, we might as well just get over and done with. There was a Metroid game, not just one Metroid game announced, but two Metroid games. One where we saw footage of, and one we saw a very shiny logo of.
It's a very big 4, and it didn't say Federation Force.
Go ahead, Billy. Just go ahead. I'm going to let you go on.
We've got a Metroid game for the 3DS, which we saw a bit of footage of, and from the looks of things, it looks like a remake of Metroid 2, Return of Samus. In fact, the game's called Metroid Samus Returns, and the enemies featured on it were the various stages of a Metroid which you fight in the classic game. Now, it makes a lot. Now it's sort of, you know, the way back when we was having a bicker at Nintendo for knocking down that doing a cease and desist on that fan project of the another Metroid 2 make. Now that kind of makes sense because then already in development of their own Metroid 2 remake. So I suppose that sort of makes sense now, the reason why they were so quick to
shut it down. Well, the thing is, a little bit more about the Metroid Samus Returns. Like I said, it's coming out on the 3DS. It's being developed by Mercury Steam, who did Castlevania Lords of Shadow. It looks really good. If you enjoyed old Metroid games, this is definitely a game to pick up for the 3DS. And I'm actually interested in it as well. Which the thing is, it's very rare. I'm interested in 3DS games nowadays since Pokemon. So
it's also like because we got two what I consider we've got two Metroid series. We have the standard Metroid, which is the 2D one that you just saw. You know, we've got like a 2.5D with this sort of Metroid. We've got 3D backgrounds, but you're basically moving left and right, up and down, shooting all around. We haven't had that style of game since Metroid Fusion, which I believe came out around the same time as Metroid Prime 1 did. So I think a good 15 years since we had a game like that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited for that.
Well,
it's been such a long time because I like those style games as well. Metroid Prime, we haven't had if you don't count the Federation Force, we haven't had a Metroid Prime game for 10 years.
What about Other M? When was that? Was that 10 years ago?
That's not a Metroid Prime game.
Oh, sorry.
That's a Metroid game.
It's something you don't want to remember because it made Samus weak.
There's nothing to it. I just found it really. The controls were really weird, and Samus was out of character. The fact that she spoke and she didn't come across as a very strong character, and you got to think she's normally the cold, silent type. That's what she's portrayed as generally.
She's the one that if you mess with her, she will not hesitate to blow your head off.
Yeah,
with her gun.
And this one, and on that Metroid, she will hesitate to shoot because she hasn't got authorized
to shoot him. Yeah. So going on with Metroid Prime 4, we had mentioned in a couple of podcasts that Respawn Retro Games, were basically messing around with it. We're sending out tweets with Prime Steak. And we're looking at thinking, look, just tell us what you're working on, for crying out loud. We know that what other game we're going to be putting with Prime, unless you're working on a new Far Cry Primal game. But the thing that I got from it is, it's not Retro Studios that are actually working on this game. It's actually just it's like a separate group from them that's working on this game.
Yeah. So Retro Studios did the first 3 games.
Yeah.
To me, as long as they get that sort of feeling of isolation, that you're just alone on this entire planet with not a friend in sight, as long as they get that sort of feeling that you're sort of moving, you're in a hostile planet and you're using your own tuition, your own sort of like, oh, you're discovering, and sort of like get that bit of discovering, and you sort of have little eureka moments. And as long as they capture that that's why I enjoy so much about Prime, I'll be happy.
Well, the thing is, like I said, at the moment we don't know much about it. All we got was the logo for it during it. But it's nice to see that Nintendo have said that, yeah, we are working on this title now. And basically their way of saying, shut up, it's being worked on.
Stop crying, you babies.
Stop asking us, work on a Metroid game. We are.
And you're just going to get, where's our Animal Crossing game and where's our Mother game?
Talking about another one that just gave us a logo as well. The Game Freak came out to talk a little bit about Pokken Tournament, which is going to be coming over to Switch. I think it's later this year, isn't it? Which looks really good. I'm happy that's been moved over because that is one of those titles that was good on the Wii U.
It's one of the games I missed on the Wii U as well because I just didn't see the point. Because I didn't see the point buying a lot of multiplayer games on the Wii U because who am I going to play it with? So I never really bothered with them. Like, I mean, I got Splatoon because I thought that was an exception because I feel like I could play that with randoms anyway. Like because you ain't got no voice chat, so it's not like you're going to miss that much on it anyway.
The way that's one thing I want to mention with Nintendo and their voice chat. Right, the way we're going to do voice chat is you're going to have the console and you need a mobile phone. Now, you basically type in a random number and you put it to your head, and then that's how voice chat works.
And then you got to be upside down. You got to speak the alphabet into the phone backwards.
We call it Nindy Call. Now available on all phones, even non-smartphones. Even works on landline.
Called Skype.
It works with Skype.
Smoke signals. So you just use smoke signals and be fine with that.
Yes, now Nintendo. Yeah. That's what we're going to do next.
It gives you 2 sticks and there's your voice chat. Now, shut up. Make a smoke signal out of that.
Here's a stick and paper. We called this letters. Mario. Even with Mario stamps. So yeah, we really shouldn't be picking on it. I understand why they want to cut it down, but there's certain points where you're thinking, these guys can do it without wires. Why are you basically
games we have?
Anyway, we'll go back to Pokemon. Like I said, Pokemon Tournament, we saw some more of that. It looks really good. I can't wait to see that. With some of the Sun and Moon Pokemon also going to be included into that now as well. I put Link Rabbit away. But they also mentioned that the company is going to be working on a full-blooded Pokemon RPG for Switch. But it's not going to be released this year, but then I'm not expecting it to, since it was just a logo.
So before I say it again, all we have to do is just put a mainstream Pokemon game on a Switch and... that
will sell the Switch.
That's a guarantee console seller right there.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want to sell... Well, no offense, they're doing... At the moment with Nintendo...
Sorry, but it carries the 3DS phone. 3DS would be no way near as successful as it is if it wasn't for Pokemon.
I think the Game Boy wouldn't be anywhere near as successful as it was without Pokemon. Pokemon was that game.
I think Tetris did that one.
Pokemon
but then
helped.
Pokemon brought the Game Boy back to life.
Yes.
Because it was quite a few years. Because remember, Game Boy was about as old as in the 80s. And then it come back in...
But the thing is, with the handhelds, guarantee if you want to make a handheld successful, Nintendo, all they had to do was say, yeah, here's a Pokemon game, go nuts.
Oh, they didn't. It was clearly the Game Boy printer that brought it back.
The what, sorry?
I said it was clearly the Game Boy printer that brought it back.
Yes, the great with the eye. Oh, for God's
still have the nightmares.
Now you can take photos. Why? I don't even know what that picture's supposed to be.
Nintendo did Snapchat before it was cool.
Oh, stupid.
It was called
Nintendo.
Snap. Oh God, what the hell is that?
Snap, it's a pixel! They're basically Picross, but they didn't mean to be. Anyway, going away from that, just another couple of games I want to mention on Nintendo. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it was shown off a bit more. They've gone down an anime route with that this time around, haven't they?
Yeah, that looks very anime. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it was like the Xenoblade game previously, but
Yeah.
this one looks really like anime-like. And I'm not too sure about the voices.
I didn't
I
really
know
listen
that
to the
there was
voices. This is a part I actually missed at this point because I was about 50 minutes late into the actual conference.
I mean, I know they're not the final voices. They were just placed for the cutscenes and stuff like that they were going to show on there. But at that point, you might as well show the Japanese voices because they were awful. They sounded really bad, and that made me a bit wary.
One of them was Reggie.
I mean, I'm glad it's a again because that was a bit of the charm of Xenoblade Chronicles with the Shulk and the Ryan time.
Yeah.
Which,
but either way, that's supposed to be coming out. It's supposed to be coming out later this year, so that's another game to look forward to on Switch.
Yeah.
Anyway, new Kirby game, simply labelled Kirby. I'm going to start seeing a theme here with Nintendo's games.
I know. Is it Kirby? It has Kirby in it. Enjoy playing as Kirby.
Yeah, so it looks like it can be played as a single-player platformer or in a 4-player local co-op with this game as well. And same again, I think it is going to be available on Switch as well, isn't it? So it's the first Kirby game to come on Switch.
Can you hug each other to heal health? These are the things I need to know.
You can eat each other.
Yay!
It's a Kirby game. I'm
friends.
expecting that to happen. Talking about Yoshi earlier, this little fella is going to be getting his own game
T-Rex.
again, called Yoshi.
The T-Rex.
No.
I'd love it if they got like if you put like the Mario if they get an amiibo of the Mario cap and you use that on the new Yoshi game and you get a real life T-Rex to play as. That would be amazing.
Well, the thing is, it is a working title. I like to point out with the Yoshi thing, but it is called Yoshi at the moment. It looks like they are going down the Woolly World type of design again from it, which I'm happy with because I think that has been a huge success for Yoshi, with the original one and the one with
it's a good Yoshi.
Poochie. And it's nice to see that it's going to be coming onto Switch. It's yay, Yoshi. I'm happy with that. I like Yoshi. Yoshi's awesome.
It's green.
It's green. That's the main reason because he's bloody green.
That's why you like
Nintendo
Luigi,
happened.
right?
This would be my mascot.
Luigi ain't good enough.
No, because Luigi's not cute. This is. No, I've always had a soft spot for Yoshi, man. They're showing off a bit more Fire Emblem's Warriors on Switch. It's Dynasty Warriors with Fire Emblem. Simple
Well, they
enough.
made Fire Warriors, so this is their Fire Emblem take on that. They're sort of like we're going to do a Dynasty Warriors version of that now.
We gotta say
I'm
this.
just waiting for Kirby Warriors.
Oh, sweet. Zelda Breath of the Wild. They're showing off some DLC. What's going to be happening for that? Given the summer release date for the first of its 2 chunks. Now, Nintendo has revealed that the first pack features Trials Hero Path mode, new armor including a Korok mask, plus a tougher master mode is going to be coming June the 30th, with the second still scheduled for winter this year. So,
Is this the first time they've done DLC for Zelda?
I think. No.
Yeah, for a mainstream Zelda game.
For a mainstream one, yeah, they've done some for the 3DS. I think they have, but they haven't done it for the main one.
I don't know. Maybe the the free player Zelda game.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Those
Maybe there was little microtransactions and microtransactions.
They had costumes in that one.
Yeah,
Didn't they? So.
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, I know they've added Zelda to Mario Kart as DLC.
This is not a surprise because I wondered how long it was going to take. Rocket League is going to be coming to Switch.
Handheld Rocket game.
And it's going to be cross-platform with Xbox and PC by the looks of things.
That's good.
So they said that it's going to be coming out.
Carry on not knowing who's on what console.
That's more than likely going to happen. Yeah, it says just cross-platform support, so you can play with people on other machines, and a bunch
Better
of
that
other new
way,
features
otherwise
will
you're
be
going to
included.
get loads of console wars on chat. And
Oh,
you just
God.
want to play a game.
Well, like I said, they are going to be having some new features added into the game just for the Switch as well. So it's going to have two-player split screen, which, come on, it's the Switch. What do you expect, Billy? No sleepy time.
Sleep.
No. Yeah, so we're going to see some of that. They are going to be adding some costumes as well that are Nintendo, and some vehicles which they're going to be announcing on a later date. That's also going to be included on it. That is going to be exclusive to the Switch as well. So if you want to know if you're facing someone on the Switch, look for those.
That Mario fucker's had it coming. He's taken over that Rocket League car.
That is one of the things. One of them's got that was the actual thing. An actual Mario hat showing up on the top of the car. Mario's a car.
He's invading the. Oh my god, you're going to see a
Mario's a virus.
Oh my god, he's going to infect your Xbox and PC.
God, no. You're just going to one day just show up and Mario's face is going to just show up on there. Think, oh shit, it's happening. That's how the world's going to end. Mario. And it's going to start with Tokyo 2020.
All your application's going to just be links to Amazon page on the Switch.
You're going to buy a Switch now, yeah? You want to buy another. Alexa, buy the Switch. Shit.
Buy the Switch or I'll take your soul.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much that was mentioned. They did say that they were going to be mentioning other things across the next couple of days as well. Unfortunately, because it's a Wednesday, there might be some more information that's coming out later this week. If there is, we'll be talking about it on next week's podcast anyway. But I feel like it's time we should move on to a different thing. But before that, Nintendo, what did you guys think of Nintendo this year itself?
Overly positive, I'd say. I don't think there's enough stuff there that I could really complain about. Anything really? Like, I'm happy because they've announced the game that I wanted, so I ain't gonna ever complain about it. I mean, it'd be nice to show some footage, but they already provided 2 Metroid games and they showed 1 with footage, so I can't really.
There's a Metroid game that more than likely will be coming out. It is coming out this year.
It's coming out this year, yeah, so it's very close to the release as well, so I'm like, yes.
Which, I'm going to be honest, they did keep that close to the chest, so it's one thing you got to understand with Nintendo.
I wish
they
more
know how to
developers
keep
would
quiet.
do that, because when you've got Kingdom Hearts 3 that's been in development for, I don't know, about 4 years now, like,
The thing is,
announced.
we might as well mention something about Kingdom Hearts 3 because we didn't mention it on the podcast last night. There was a trailer that did actually come out for Kingdom Hearts 3 over this week as well, which the game looks like it is actually developing quite well. They are going to be having more information at is it D23 or something like that? I don't know what Disney's stupid expo festival thing's called when they show off what movies are going to be coming out and what TV shows, everything to do with Disney. But they've said with that they are going to be showing off a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and also a new world which is going to be coming into the game as well. So we'll keep you guys informed when we find out about that for the Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully we'll get a closer release date and they'll probably say yes, it's coming out 2018, but I doubt it because that's the Square Enix way. Goddamn you, Square Enix, just give me the goddamn game that I've been wanting. But then I should not be complaining because Microsoft did that to me and now they've given me the game that I'm wanting not until September. So yes, I know my middle finger is sticking up. For people who are listening to the audio podcast, that's what I'm doing. But let's move on to Ubisoft. I think the best to go and talk to. They, I'm going to say, has probably had the best conference out of them all. And they had a dancing panda.
Raven Rabbit.
1 minute, I'm just having my server. No, I've lost the server for me to talk about you stupid games. Oh dear. Yeah, Ubisoft. Oh, god damn it, I've lost everything. Where do we start with this?
Assassin's Creed.
Let's start with Assassin's Creed. So, Assassin's Creed Origin was shown off a bit at Microsoft's first of all. which that actually surprised me a bit. I thought, if anything, it would have been shown off more towards the PlayStation for once. So Ubisoft seems to be teaming up a little bit. Well, they're not teaming up with anyone because they've got a bloody Nintendo exclusive game now, haven't they? But it is weird that they decided to say, no, we're going to show this game off on Microsoft's stage. So anyway, talking about Assassin's Creed Origin, we now know it's in Egypt. This guy can bend arrows
Yeah.
with his mind. What do you
Could have
guys
been
think?
whistle.
He can whistle. Oh god, yeah, yeah.
And end up killing Tutankhamun, do you reckon?
More than likely. Or you're going to be working for Tutankhamun. It's going to be a very big history lesson for me because I barely know much about Egypt myself. The ancient Egypt. So like I said, if you don't know, it's going to be set in ancient Egypt. This is the earliest game in the Assassin's Creed timeline now, which it's opened everything up for them. Simple enough. So, why are you guys excited about this new Assassin's Creed game? Do you think it's nice that it did take that year off?
Yeah.
We're going to get this.
It makes you appreciate it more because you're looking at stuff like visuals and stuff like that because you're seeing a big, like the improvements in comparison to the previous one. And I think ancient Egypt is a great location as well, just for that, just for the location, just seeing the large pyramids and the fact that you can just climb up them and stuff like that. I can imagine this being quite a big old adventure.
I reckon the Assassin's Creed fans are going to enjoy it anyway.
Well, I'm one that likes my Assassin's Creed myself.
I know what's going to happen to me. I know I'm going to tumble all the way down that pyramid. Just going to do a cartwheel all the way down it because I always seem to just fumble in that game. I always stack it in some way and miss the haystack every time. Is it going to be a haystack at the bottom of the pyramids?
More than likely.
Or is it going to be a sarcophagus and you're just fucked?
Well, that's the thing. They have actually moved away a little bit from the usual Assassin's Creed stuff that we get in there. At one point, that there isn't going to be eagle drop points where you can actually survey the whole land that's around you. Then again, you have been given an eagle instead.
For them to scrap that because it got a bit like it was more of a chore than something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seemed to be such a sort of like, I guess, a staple for Ubisoft games to just go up to a high location to update the map that it didn't really. I think it made people stop caring about it a lot.
I don't know. What we've seen with it, it does look quite kind of fun. It's coming out later this year as well, which is nice. I think with me, I did enjoy Syndicate, but I understand you noticed that they needed to stop doing this as a yearly thing when Unity came out. And I think from my point of view as well, and we did mention this yesterday, with Assassin's Creed games, it's not just the single player that attracts me to it, it is the multiplayer, and it's not the multiplayer co-op, it's multiplayer competitive. Because it was something that was so unique to that game series.
Yeah.
And I'm not expecting it to be in with Origins, unfortunately. But I would love to see that, even if it's just as a DLC that comes out later on. I would love to see it come back. And I know that there's a huge fan base of that multiplayer side that would want to see that back. Because there's nothing better than walking around and then realising, wait, could that guy be? No, he can't be. And then you get stabbed by the dandy. Walk away. I'm the dandy. I just stabbed you. Ha ha! Walk away. But yeah, I can't wait to see more of it. Assassin's Creed does look good, and I want to know more. More than likely, we're going to see more when it comes to Gamescom for that as well. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled for that. Talking about the other games that was announced at Ubisoft, The Crew 2. It's not just cars anymore. So they're going to be doing cars, dirt bikes, planes, boats. It's basically a whole field of racing there. So did you guys manage to play the first Crew game?
No.
No. Do you really care
It
about
was
this?
free on Xbox. I downloaded it, and everyone said it was shit, so I didn't buy it.
So what about Crew 2? You're probably thinking, no.
I'm thinking, why even bother?
Well, that's the point. That's what I was saying when we first found out about the whole things, wasn't it? Why are we doing a Crew 2? And
Well,
that's where the Crew didn't do that well.
It's cruelty.
It's Cruelty. Yeah, I think it's Ubisoft thinking we need to make a racing game. Quick. um, Ubisoft opened world racing game The Crew does not feature Terry Crews. Sorry, yeah. Oh, that's just something we'd never mentioned on Microsoft front. And I might as well mention it with you guys. The Crackdown 3 thing. Terry Crews.
Is he in the game, or is that just?
I am
Microsoft
hoping he's in the
typical?
game.
right. Put it this way,
Microsoft
I
does
only
have a
got that
habit
Call
of
of
just
Duty
throwing a
game
celebrity in a
with
trailer.
Can we not
Always
both talk at the same time, please?
there was a Call of Duty game that had Snoop Dogg for DLC, and I was never going to get Call of Duty unless I got the Snoop Dogg DLC. And if we get Terry Crews,
Oh,
that's the only reason why I'll be getting that game.
I might be getting the game because it looks very Saints Row-ish that I'm getting vibes of that from it. But then again, we've got Agents of Mayhem that comes out in a couple of months' time.
Which looks very Crackdownish.
Yes.
Can I use Old Spice as a pepper spray?
Yes, it's sponsored. The Crackdown 3 is sponsored by Old Spice. I like to point out we cannot guarantee that Old Spice does sponsor Crackdown 3. It's a joke. It was a bad joke. I already wasn't thinking of it now.
It was a bad joke.
But no, yeah. It's just I want Terry Crews. They've now got to put him in the game after that trailer. People
It
will
makes
be
you
more...
think that he would be perfect, like that DLC that Ryan mentioned about the Call of Duty announcers being Snoop Dogg. I'd love a Terry Crews one.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, he's going to be in the
You
World
lost
War
a jet
II
today!
You're thinking, you could have put anyone. You could have put him in any of the Call of Duties, and you put him in the World War II one. A little bit insensitive here, guys.
Press X to pay respects!
Go get that Nazi! Yeah! I think it's the second night in a row that I've been talking about Nazis and I'm allowed to.
That's the goal.
But yeah, Crackdown, Crackdown 3, sorry. The Crew 2, it's a racing game, it's by Ubisoft. I am going to have a go of the beta itself because I want to see just what it's like. But like I said, last time I played the Crew, I played it at EGX. I didn't like it. I'm not holding my breath for this one as well, unfortunately. But you're not enticing me with boats or planes because that's what Grand Theft Auto has. I'm going to say this now. I hate those boats.
And so does Diddy Kong Racing, so you don't need it.
Yeah, so does Diddy Kong Racing. So that's what I'm going with. Let's talk a little bit about VR. Transference. So, did you guys see the Elijah Wood game that's coming out by Ubisoft?
No.
No. So, Elijah Wood and a few other people went slightly meta as they introduced Transference, a VR game that we don't know much about other than it's weird and it's in VR. So, how do I explain this one?
The only VR game that I've been legitimately interested in is the Rick and Morty one.
Oh,
yeah.
I think Tastic's actually got that one. So you might be actually playing that soon. I'm trying to see if I can find you guys the actual... please say I can find it. What's it called again? Transference!
Got a hole in my shirt.
Yeah, so what I understand from this game is that they basically digitalized memories. Yeah, because everyone asked for that.
So Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, yeah. I found the trailer, that's good. Let me just make sure that annotations are off because they're a dick move. They are awesome, and so is autoplay because no one wants autoplay. Oh yeah, a quick question. You guys seen the new Ubisoft logo?
What, you mean the one with a different angle?
Yeah. The the true Ubisoft logo.
It's a bird.
There we go. So I've got the actual trailer now showing of the transference, which I'm going to show because I find it very difficult to explain. So it's supposed to be a psychological thriller. It's going to be a first one that's being a collaboration between Spectravision and Ubisoft and Elijah Woods as well. And like I said, the point of it is that you're going to be playing through people's memories in this game. So like you said, they've got a very Assassin's Creed vibe to it.
Right.
But instead of you playing your ancestors, you're playing some random person's thing. I can already see how this is going to be scary as shit already. I've just seen some of them. You're walking down the corridor. It looks very PT. I don't want to go down PT with VR. This is a ride. And there's a boy with a ball and some guy talking about memory in 2003. He's probably dead in this game. But yeah, that is Transference. A game that people still have no idea what the hell they just saw. And I can't find my bloody mouse. Oh, there it is. Hello. So let's close that little image off. There we go. It's Transference there. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
No idea when it's coming out, first of all. We don't know which headsets it's going to be on. But Ubisoft are behind it. So, and Elijah Woods.
It'll be the PlayStation one, won't it?
I've got a feeling it's going to be PlayStation, yeah. Anyway, moving away from that, let's talk about the pirate game that everyone's been talking about at E3. The game that everyone's been wanting by Ubisoft, Skull and Bones. You guys were going to say Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a good one as well, but no, yeah. So Ubisoft is going to be doing a pirate game.
Pirates are back, baby.
Pirates are now the new thing.
Pirates were never out.
Yeah, so, yeah, this one had been rumoured for a while and was actually leaked in the middle of Ubisoft's press conference, which, no offence, that's the dumbest place to actually leak a game that is in the middle of their press conference because no one gives a damn because they're going to see it in a couple of minutes. So
super spoilers, everyone.
Yeah, so Skull and Bones, it's the pirate stuff that everyone liked in the Assassin's Creed Black Flag game, and removes all that Assassin's Creed stuff. So it's just the boats in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That's cool. I like that part of the game.
Yeah, so they're showing off a 5v5 during the press conference as well, where the point was that they had to collect treasure and then escape. But at that point as well, the Navy came along to seize this, and they go and chase the one that has the most money at that point as well.
Yeah.
So once they come, you've got to get out there as fast as you possibly can. But it wasn't just that that they're showing off. At the end of it, something that everyone's been wanting that never actually shown up in Black Flag, the Kraken, is in this game as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So first of all, what do you guys think of this? Do you like the whole idea that we're having not just one? We've now got two pirate games on its way to our consoles.
That was the thing that brought me back to Assassin's Creed for a bit because I lost interest in that because of I really hated Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
And but Black Flag brought me back because I just really enjoyed the pirate ship side of it, where you just sort of, having pirate fights, salvaging loot, getting better upgrades for your ship. I did find that part of the game really fun to do. So if we can have a game emphasis in that part of Black Flag, I'll be all for it.
Well, the things I do like the whole idea that we are. With me, Sea of Thieves, since it was announced last year, it did actually catch my attention, thinking, no, this is going to be a great game. And this seems like it's going to be following the same route as well. It's going to be a great game that we're going to play as a multiplayer. But now it's going to be the question, which one do we play? Do we play Sea of Thieves, which is more of a cartoony, fun-loving side of pirating?
Sea of Thieves, it's hard to tell whether that'll be a fun game, because, what the demonstration they've shown is these very scripted plays with friends and stuff like that, and it's really hard to get a working of whether this would be fun to play with a lot of friends. Is this going to be a popular game where we're going to come across a lot of other players or not? Is this going to, it's a lot of stuff's behind the curtains, I find, with it. And they're not really clear how it's multiplayer. Was that, is it integrated like we're doing our own thing like Division and we end up coming across someone like in play? Like, is it an open world game? Is it a, it's not really clear on what.
With Sea of Thieves, you mean? Well, the thing is, with Sea of Thieves, they have actually got people testing the game. I've even signed up to test the game on Xbox now for Sea of Thieves, which I do want to play. I want to have a go of it because I just want to see what it's like. But what I've seen between the two of them, and we have had a lot of people doing this, comparing the two games, because you can't not do that. You got one pirate game and you got another pirate game, which is basically sort of the same concept in a way, where you're basically going to be a pirate. But like I said, with Sea of Thieves, it's got that rare charm to it, where it's more of a family-friendly fun type of it. With this one, Skull and Bones, it seems, no, this is more serious here. This is the darker side of pirating, which is weird to say, if anything. But you can even see from what I saw with the game footage of it as well, that you have taken that influence from Black Flag and then just made it a game itself.
So I think that's more of a safer choice because you've sort of already had a play of that one in the sense really through Assassin's Creed, whereas Sea of Thieves you haven't really had a game sort of like that before. I will give plus for the entertainment that the that conference showed of Sea of Thieves with the narrator. That was pretty fun to have, where he seems sort of like have a little jokes every now and then.
What about you, Ryan? What do you think? You saw this trailer just as much as me with the what's it called, Skull and Bones, because you was coming in around about the time we was watching this for the Ubisoft conference. We can't hear you, mate.
Why?
Oh, we can now.
Oh. I don't honestly remember Skull and Bones. I mean, I just think that it's going to set a divide between, like you said before, it's going to set a divide between people that are going to either play Skull and Bones or Sea of Thieves, isn't it really?
Yeah.
But no, I don't honestly remember a lot. I mean, I was just too more excited about Sea of Thieves when they were showing that. But then, was this Skull and Bones the cartoony one?
No, Skull and Bones is the one that's more realistic. Yeah.
It's the one that Lee's more excited about as well, I think.
I would say, like I said, by the way, for Skull and Bones, you can sign up for beta access for it. Go to skullandbones.com, I think it is. Oh, sorry, skullandbonesgame.com to go and try and sign up for the beta of it, like another Ubisoft game, which is normal nowadays.
But I think I just might end up getting both.
That's the thing. It depends on when they come out as well. I'm hoping that they don't do what Battleborn and Overwatch ended up doing, because a lot of people did start comparing those two games, and I think it didn't help that they both came out. I think it was a couple of weeks between them, didn't it? At the end, and we saw who won out of that one. Overwatch is still popular now. Battleborn, I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Oh, it's like £7 in Sainsbury's the other day.
Exactly. So it's people aren't. I don't want to see that happen with these two games, because I don't know, compared to what happened with Battleborn and Overwatch, it's going to be a completely different way of doing this, because you'll have Ubisoft versus Microsoft. The thing is, even though it's Rare that's made the game, it's Microsoft that's pushing it forward, because it's a Microsoft game. And that's the last thing that Microsoft really needs is what's it called? An console exclusive having this kind of competition.
Yeah.
Especially after the last 6 months they've had. Yeah. But anyway, other games that we want to mention: Starlink Battle of Atlas. That's the one with the toy that's on the controller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, toys are coming back.
It's a life game again.
Toys to Life game. Yeah. We thought it was dead. No. This one actually does look quite interesting because it's not a toy as in like Skylanders and even Amiibos. This one is that you actually build your own little ship.
It's more like an attachment to your controller as well.
Yeah, it does actually look quite interesting. See if I can get it up on thing for people to see what we're on about here.
Well, it's also got attachments for the actual spaceship itself.
Yeah. So well, I can't find it. We'll just explain what it says here. So the game itself looks neat enough, but I don't know if you need more stuff cluttering up. You don't. That's the problem people are going to have here. Is there's something that's going to clutter up your desk a bit more with this kind of stuff. The thing is, that's the reason why people have been trying to hold back from these kind of games nowadays. Is because they're thinking, no, I either want to be stuck with one series. I don't want another series coming through, please. I think. The thing is, you've got it with Lego Dimensions, which, I'm going to say this, we've not heard anything about them at E3, mate.
I thought they did have an E3 on Tuesday.
Did they?
Yeah. But the lack of care that I gave for it, I didn't give a shit. And about as much knowledge as I have on the facts.
1 minute, why are you saying that? I'm just going to have a quick check and see if there was anything for Lego Dimensions just to make people know.
I think
Competition.
telling people what they already should know.
That's the thing, that's what people don't want. Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teen Titans, Beetlejuice.
That's all they've known, so they haven't even mentioned anything about Year 3. Ryan, what do you think about this, mate?
A lack of care is just... I don't give a shit anymore. I will end up getting all the other bits and pieces for it, but then if they make it Year 3...
You would have thought if they would have announced it by now, they would have announced Year 3 by now, I'm going to say. And the thing is,
I don't know, because they didn't announce Year 2 at this stage.
when did they announce Year 2?
They announced Year 2 nearer to Christmas.
Okay, so they it might be Gamescom if anything. Then if they give a bit of a hint for
There's
that,
still hope.
there is still hope.
No, tell you what, I'm going to lose my hope for it. So if anything good happens, it's a Brucey bonuses.
Well, that's what worked with me.
That's
with
what
Nintendo.
I did for Metroid. But yeah, so you have to be a cynical arsehole like me, and then you get
gotta
your
think nothing can save them now, and then they surprise you. That's the best way of doing it. Well, before we talk about a surprise, one more thing. They're showing off a bit more of Far Cry 5. They're showing off a bit more of the co-op side of it. It does look really good, and to a point that we had a conversation on Facebook about it. That ended up being a bit too long than we should have been, Ryan.
What?
On Facebook about Far Cry 5.
There was a civil war.
There was a civil war between me and Kaj.
I never said anything about a civil war.
No, me and Kaj started a civil war.
Yeah.
But
That was fun. I was walking home from work just laughing my head off the whole time.
Oh, well, I wondered why you came up and said you're like the villain. And I'm like Buttons. And I'm thinking, what the hell is he on about? And then
Gone away for a bit and come back. It was like looking at a pantomime. All you guys chatting away.
I'm looking. Basically, you showed me a picture of. I'm thinking, dude, why have you got a picture of Cinderella? It's June.
Everything was very relevant that day. Even when I said to
You're welcome.
Catch to have, you're welcome, and then I realised I've got "you're welcome" written on my badge on my bag.
That has definitely been a very But
anyway, going back to Far Cry 5.
Yes, the co-op looks
I don't
brilliant.
think everybody was aware that it's only a 4-player game.
Yes. It's
So
only
we're not going to be able to have all. Yeah, we're not going to be able to have all of us on in one game.
But then again, look, there's a lot of games that seems to be going down that route. Even Sea of Thieves, I've been told, is a 4-player game.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, the actual developer, one of the developers, I was watching YouTube's coverage at E3, and there was interviewing about Sea of Thieves. By the sounds of things, it's a 4-player, but because of it being such an open world anyway, you're going to have those other people around you. So, yeah, I understand where it comes for play. A lot of games go down that route anyway. It's not that much of a deal breaker for me. It's when they start lowering it lower than 4, then I think, hey, come on here, don't be a dick. Because we do usually go around with 4 people. That's our normal group size, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if it's going to be a 4-player, then what are we going to fight against?
I don't know, but one good thing from here, you can hire a dog called Boomer.
Oh, you're on about Far Cry? Yeah.
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 Is I mentioned a boomer?
Thanks for hire. Yeah, so
The dog that just vomits on people and a load of zombies and stuff.
yeah, loads of cultists come out of nowhere, and yeah. But yeah, look, Far Cry 5 looks good. That's coming out February next year. It's Far Cry 5. It is hopefully going to be better than what happened with Primal. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with that. Now, talking about the big surprise from Ubisoft, we was told that this was not going to be showing up, and it did. Beyond Good and Evil 2 finally showed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mikel Ansel came out on stage and cried and everything about this as well. The thing is, how long he's been working on this game. He's happy that it's been made a reality thanks to, what's it called? Ubisoft. And it's nice to see, because how many times have you heard people asking for another Beyond Good and Evil title since the first one? It is going to. The game is a prequel. First of all, it's set before the birth of Jade. For references, the first Beyond Good and Evil came out in 2003, so it's almost 15 years old. This game is.
Yeah.
Ubisoft has long said Ansel is working on a sequel, but the game had been missing in action for years. Ansel did a breakdown of the new trailer as well. Probably be like 5 more years before it actually comes out, though. The thing is, it is just a trailer at the moment. It's like with Metroid Prime 4 and Yoshi and that lot. It's basically their way of saying that we are working on this game. This is actually being made. And yeah,
the franchise isn't dead.
Yeah, it's not dead. But hopefully the internet-wide freakout will show that the trailer that indicates that Ubisoft that yes, they should probably make sure the game finally gets finished. The thing is, I think that's been the biggest surprise from E3 this year. Has been that Beyond Good and Evil 2 was there in the end. The thing is, did you guys play the original one yourself?
Years and years and years ago.
Nah.
I rented it from Blockbuster.
So what did you think of the original one that you remember, Ryan?
I enjoyed it. I never completed it, but I enjoyed it.
Well, what about you, Billy? You've heard of Beyond Good and Evil, haven't you?
I've
Even though
heard
you've
of
not
it.
played
I've
it.
heard it from everyone's demand of the second one. I think they've been waiting a long time coming, and I'm happy for them that they finally got it, because I know the feeling of waiting for a game for a long time.
Oh God, yeah.
I've had several games I've been waiting for a long time.
That made me want to dig it up again. I have to give it another blast before it comes out.
Well, that's the thing. I think what we've seen from the trailer, what they've
we'll
shown of that
benefit
game.
greatly from it if we did
Fuck
it.
me monkeys!
Yeah, it's Space Monkeys, man. Come on.
Fuck me space monkeys!
Yay.
Space Monkeys are
Yeah.
ripped off the guy.
The thing is that's the thing. Compared to, I know where you're coming from. Where do you really want to dig this up again? Because a lot of people are scared of what happened with Duke Nukem. But the difference is with Duke Nukem.
Oh God, it's not going to be like that.
No, it's not going to be like that at all. Duke Nukem was because of what the game character was.
That was development. That's development hell. Duke Nukem Forever has been in development for that much time. Like it's been around. Like Duke Nukem Forever was talking. They were talking about that the moment the last Duke Nukem come out. That has been around for fucking ages. That was doomed. Like you should be able to really tell before that game come out that weren't gonna live up to expectations.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like even if it does take 5 years for this game, I do want to have a go of it. It just gives me opportunity to play Beyond Good and Evil, which is available as backwards compatible on Xbox One. By the way, I just want to point that out. I think it's also available on PC as well. Not 100% sure about that one, but it is, like I said, available as a backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So I do recommend anyone who does get a chance, go and have a go of this game before this game comes out. Even though it's a prequel, you don't really need to play the original game to know what's happening with this one. It is a good idea to see why people are loving this game. Yeah. Just a couple other things we want to mention about Ubisoft that we didn't mention. So there was a new trailer for South Park: The Fractured But Whole. With Cole Gill. Just Dance.
Yes.
Stupid
for the
dance.
Wii.
For the why?
For the Wii.
Oh, Dancing Polar Bear. That's coming out in October, by the way. Oh, something that Steep. Something that has really attracted me to buy Steep.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's done it again.
Sorry.
Sorry, nothing.
Yeah. Something that is attracting me to Steep. They're going to be doing a Winter Olympics expansion. That looks really fun. I actually do want to buy that game. That's coming out December this year as well. And it is official license of the 2018 Winter Olympics as well. So that's a nice tie-in with that. And another thing, there's a new mobile game that's going to be coming out. South Park Phone Destroyer. So if you want to play Cowboys and Indians South Park style, you can, because that's going to be coming to mobile.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's coming out this year. No actual date has been set for when it's coming out, and I've got a feeling it's going to be coming out on iOS and Android for that as well. So that does look like fun. Like I said, if you want to play South Park on your phone, the new style of South Park as well, I like to say. There you go, you've got that game that's coming out. So yeah. So yeah, that's it with Ubisoft. What do you guys think of Ubisoft's announcements yourselves?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I think pretty chuffed with everything that's come out so far. Actually.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to complain about, and that's what I hate about this E3.
It is a bit of a pain.
Like having a good
the last E3, it was kind of. I remember watching it and I was thinking, oh, that's all shit, pretty much.
There's always a little, like, with every single one, I feel like, especially the Nintendo one. But this one, I think everyone's come up on point, really. Like, there's nothing that's gone like, let's go hysteric, man, I'm really hyped for something. But at the same time, there's not been, like, anything that I've been like, oh, for fuck's sake, really.
Well, let's move on to the next thing anyway. We've got two more things that we've got to cover here. Sony. So they, I would say, had one of the...
Hold on, wait a sec. Before we start on Sony, what was the other one?
The other one's PC gaming.
Oh.
What did you think the other one was?
I'm just sort of stuck in a rock and a hard place now.
Yeah, you are a little bit, mate. I'm sorry right here. So yeah, Sony, we've got to cover Sony. So they just shown games. They didn't have anyone talking. I think they had what's his face talking for a little bit, and that was it. So first of all, they've shown a little bit of Uncharted Lost Legacy. That game is going to be coming out August the 22nd. It's Uncharted. It's going to be the last Uncharted, isn't it?
Is it good?
Yeah. So what about you, Billy? You've played the Uncharted games yourself, haven't you?
I've played about 15 minutes of the first game.
That's it. So what do you seen the new one, the Lost Legacy?
I mean, it looks like a fun little game, but I'm not really one of those fans of the games that just point A to Z.
Yeah.
Those games don't often excite me that much, but graphically and story-wise, I reckon it'd be like a little fun, interesting, especially if you're a fan of the Uncharted series.
Light. There we go. A little bit better now.
Be light.
I got light. Let's move on to the next one then. Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be getting an expansion. So it's called The Frozen Wilds. It is basically that everything is frozen. So look, Horizon Zero Dawn was a huge hit at the beginning of this year. I'm happy that they are going to be continuing a bit more on the story. I've still not completed it, but I know quite a few of the Cravers have completed this game already, and I won't be surprised that they're excited to see that there's going to be an expansion to this. So it's like, what you guys, what you've seen Horizon Zero Dawn yourselves? Are you interested in it first of all?
It's a game I've been sort of like thinking of getting, but I haven't actually dived in just yet. The expansion sounds like a good idea. Because it just sort of adds a bit more depth, a bit of snow, doesn't it? Especially if you could like build a snow, that would be nice.
I think I like the game will like it. I don't think it's a lot. I think they could have put a bit more.
Yeah.
Other than be some game modes or whatever.
The thing is, at the same time, we've got to remember this is Guerrilla Games who made this game as well. The thing is, their previous series for Sony was Killzone before this, so it is something that was completely different from what they were used to. And I've got to say, they've been really good with it. I've not heard any complaints about Horizon Zero Dawn myself.
I think it got a lot of hype when it came out. I think it just got a little bit overshadowed by Zelda when that came out. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. I think it did get a little bit overshadowed, but at the same time, it's one of those titles that when people talk about the first 6 months, it's one of those titles that do pop up, and a lot of people keep on saying, "Yeah, this is definitely a game that you're going to look into Game of the Year for this year."
Yeah.
Again. And we know that this expansion is going to be coming later this year. There has been no set date for it, like most of this is going to be at the moment. But it is nice to see that they are going to be continuing on with the story after what success it has got originally on the PlayStation.
Do you think it'll be the one and only expansion, though?
I don't think it's going to be the one and only. I think that they are going to try and keep moving on a little bit longer, but then again, at the same time, I remember when they did talk about Horizon Zero Dawn earlier on, they were planning not to do expansions with it. So it might be one of those titles where, as long as it keeps becoming popular, then they'll say, yeah, we'll continue making more stuff for this game.
Well, they did it the right way around anyway, because they sort of like obviously thought about expansions as an afterthought of once the game was completed, and I think that's the best way to go around DLC. You get a complete game, and then you think, what can we add more to this game to keep people coming back?
It is definitely different from nowadays, where you got the season pass before the game comes out.
Pre-order and purchase the season pass for a game that's not even out yet.
Exactly. Moving on to the next game, Days Gone. This is a game that you're looking forward to, Ryan. As much as you say it is the zombie game.
It's like the best way to describe work life as an adult. Days Gone.
Yeah. So, if people don't know what Days Gone is, it's a post-apocalyptic game with zombies.
Post-apocalyptic game.
Is it co-op?
That's a big go.
No, it's not co-op. I don't think it is.
Name one E3 where there's not been a post-apocalyptic game that's been announced. I dare you.
That's good point. I think there was a couple that was just announced this week, actually. If he wants to say a Decay also two showing off this week as well, yeah. But so what do you guys think of this? Days Gone. It was announced last year at E3. We had that biker scene that we saw, and now we've seen actual gameplay of it now. Do you like the whole idea? It seems very Last of Us, in my opinion.
Yeah, see that vibe.
Yeah, I see a very vibe like that.
Last of Us 28 days later sort of thing. Oh no, it's a bit Last of Us World War Z sort of thing. Whereas the zombies just come in like a swarm.
It was really cool just seeing that sort of like, he just sort of blows up that path and you just see all these zombies just swarm after that camp area. Cool. That was like pretty cool.
1 minute, quick question, because I think we didn't mention this. Which one was the trailer that had the 28 days music? 28 days
That
later?
was Metro.
That was Metro.
What was that one on?
That was Xbox. What is it? Release early exclusive.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think we mentioned that last week. What do you guys think of that?
I hate that song because that song has a build up, and you're like, "Is it that song? Is it?" Like, and then as soon as it builds up, you're like, for fuck's sake, they're using the 28 days music."
No, my favourite, because we had like every E3, we had a group of us on party chat talking about most of the press conferences as we was watching it, and everyone kept on saying, "Oh, it's 28 days later." Thinking with me there, thinking, I don't know. I'm not a movie buff. I don't know anything about. It's a rare occurrence if I've gone and saw a movie.
28 days later, I'd say is the most realistic interpretation of what would happen if there was a zombie outbreak.
Yeah,
that's I think.
Yeah, but anyway, so it was building up and building up with this, and we saw things and thinking, people saying, "Oh, it's Metro," and thinking, "Yeah, actually, it's starting to look here." Then go out thinking,
and then you saw a train and you knew it.
It's Metro. It's an open world Metro by the looks of things. With that is not a bear, that's a mole. It's a giant fucking mole.
It's Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
bitches.
So, what do you guys think of Metro? Are you happy that there's a new Metro game that's going to be coming out?
I've never played Metro before. I've always wanted to, but now I
feel like this is a reoccurring theme. What do you think
I've
of this
not
game?
played
Never
this game, but I
Leave me
do.
alone.
Well, it is actually. I mean, with Fallout, when I ended up playing Fallout halfway through, it was Fallout 3.
Yeah.
And then I played a bit of that. I thought it was naff. And then obviously Fallout 4 came along and says I wasn't never going to touch it. And thanks to the hype that came along with it, I ended up playing it. But yeah, Metro.
Anyway, let's.
Also happened with Assassin's Creed as well. But
Yeah.
then that fucking fell on its ass.
Anyway, going back to Days Gone, so like I said, the game looks like it will let you manipulate zombie hordes into taking out camps of human raiders. Yeah, that's the point by the looks of things. It seems that you're a hired gun to go and take out people, which a lot of people, and I've heard this many times, what is the point of you being hired to take out people when more than likely, in what position it is in this world, they probably already have been taken out by the zombies? So I want to know, will you go to one of them and say, "Oh shit, I'm too late, the zombies go," well, that's an easy paycheck for me.
Yeah, you get paid still.
Do I get paid? The zombies did all the work. I would have done that anyway because I would have manipulated them to go and attack them.
I'm just doing this to feed my kids, man.
So yeah, so it's going to be more like a stealthy element zombie apocalypse type of thing, which you know what, I do like. I accept that I would like to see a game like that a bit more, even though we've got it with The Last of Us, but I think with The Last of Us it was more story driven. This one doesn't seem that way. It seems it's more mission driven.
Yeah.
And with zombies.
Yeah, with zombies. Those are zombies. You can't have enough zombies because yes, we can. That's why we're going down pirates now.
Zombies and pirates.
Zombies and pirates.
You was wanting a dinosaur thing, I remember a long time ago. You was like, "Oh, I want a year of the dinosaur."
Oh, Dino bloody Crisis still.
And now you got it. You got a Yoshi dinosaur with a Mario cap on it.
You know what? Screw Yoshi. I'm going down with the other type of dinosaur. Monster Hunter is going to be coming to consoles and PC. Sorry, Monster Hunter World is going to be coming on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC early next year.
It looks pretty.
It looks beautiful, mate. The thing is, if people don't know Monster Hunter, it did used to come out on Sony products to a point that it was on PSP at one point. And then I think Nintendo held on to the license for a bit. Yeah. And a lot of people are actually shocked now to see that there is a Monster Hunter game now coming back to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC itself. And like I said, it looks beautiful. And it's kind of bad timing when they announced Monster Hunter Cross coming out on the 3DS. So, what about you? Monster Hunter, I'm guessing you guys have had a little bit of a go of that game in the past.
I've had a play.
I've never even heard of it, mate.
Really?
I played it first at
Like Pokemon.
Comic-Con.
No, not like Pokemon.
You're not hunting monsters on it then?
You are hunting monsters, but you're hunting monsters for equipment. You're not capturing the monsters, mate. You're killing the monsters.
Heard of it.
Yeah. And when I mean a monster, I don't mean a little
repel spray ain't gonna help you on this one.
Bellsprout, go and save. Oh my god, that is a fucking dragon.
Go away.
The dragons in it then?
Yeah, I would say the most of them are pretty much dragons, aren't they, Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
think Skyrim without guns. Oh
But,
wait.
yeah.
You mean like Skyrim?
Skyrim, but it's more just you're going to kill. There's more dragons in there and more monsters in there as well. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be coming out early 2018 in the form of Monster Hunter World, which yes, okay, it's in. It's also going to be coming up PC at a later date, so it's not going to be coming. It's going to be coming on consoles first, and then it's going to be arriving on PC, like anything nowadays, isn't it? It's either it's being tested on PC and then coming out on consoles, like what's it called? Player Unknown Battleground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or it's coming out on consoles first, then we're going to bring it on PC. So yeah, that looks good. We can't stop having an E3 conference by Sony without mentioning an ICO produced game. Shadow of the Colossus is getting remade for the PlayStation 4.
Is it a game that needs remastering, really?
Not remastered. No, stop. Not remastered. Remade.
Sorry, but is it a game that needs to be remade? Because the original looks fucking fine as it is.
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I never played
it on the PS2. All you need to do is upscale it.
I'm going to say this now. I never played the Project Ico series at all. It's not been a series that really has interested me. Even with The Last Guardian, when that came out, the thing is, yo, look, it's a giant dog with wings. It looks pretty. I still haven't played the game because I know I'm not going to enjoy the game. I'm not into that kind of style.
But it's not something that keeps me attention.
Yeah,
I have a little goof around with the dog, and then I sort of like get bored.
Yeah. Either way, it looks pretty. By the sounds of things, it's going to be remade, and I've got a feeling that it's going to sell because people will buy that game. What about you, Ryan? Have you played any of the Project Ico games yourself? No. Oh, I knew that was one. So let's.
If it ain't Lego Dimensions, Ryan ain't played it.
Call of Duty. You played that?
I played Call of Duty.
No, you haven't. Yeah. So we've got to talk a little bit about Call of Duty because that was shown on the PlayStation. We do. So World War II one. Yeah, so they're showing off a bit of multiplayer. Yeah, news breaking segment here. Call of Duty is going to have multiplayer.
Seriously, is that one?
Why do they keep changing things? I hate change.
I know, god damn it, guys. I thought you was going to go just a single story with this one, but no. Oh, look, it'll be a new inspiration. It's going to be an innovation to gaming. Call of Duty is going to have multiplayer. Fuck yeah. What do you expect? That's what Call of Duty is.
The game's bringing out the news that they're going to have a zombie spin-off retail-only game. That's when I'll be interested.
Same here. To be honest, it looks just like Battlefield 1.
Call of Duty Raven Rabbits.
Call of Duty Raven Rabbits. Yeah, do that. Oh, I'll throw a Mario hat in there. Call of Duty's now got Mario. Nice. More PS4 VR gaming. So Skyrim is going to be getting the PlayStation VR experience now.
When they say experience, that doesn't mean that they're going to have the whole game in VR, does it? Really?
They're doing it with Fallout 4. They're going to be doing it with Skyrim.
They're doing it with Fallout 4?
Yeah, they're doing it with Fallout 4. They announced that last year, mate. One minute. I just want to blow his mind a little bit more. They're also doing VR? Doom in VR.
What? Say again.
They're doing Doom in VR too, mate.
Wow.
Oh, God, he's blown away.
Oh, I'm going to get an erection live on
So Skyrim, a military shooter called Bravo Team was also announced. A colourful game.
He never misses.
A colourful game called Star Child. A psychological thriller called The Impatient has also been announced for it. More Final Fantasy 15. Now there's going to be a fishing game called The Monster of the Deep.
That was because I was skimming through, because when I first watched when I was going through Sony's because it was like really early in the morning. So I skimmed through it in the morning before I went to work. And the first thing I come across when I fast forward it was like VR for Final Fantasy, and they're fucking fishing.
Yeah. Another one called Moss Week. Oh, that's the one that really did get my attention for the PlayStation VR. A game called Moss, where it looks like you're going to be controlling a little mouse.
Yay!
Yeah, through little puzzles. That actually looks quite interesting. I like the look of that one. But I mentioned this yesterday. These games are not making me want to buy a PlayStation VR. There's no game that's actually popped out and made me think I need to get myself a PlayStation VR yet. Like we said with Switch, there is games that have made me say I want to get a Switch. Same with PlayStation and Xbox. There had been games that had done that. Even the Wii U managed to do that with Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And Bayonetta 2.
So just make Bayonetta VR and you got...
Yeah, just make Bayonetta... Oh, God, do Bayonetta VR.
Oh, God, I don't want to see you in the room when you're playing Bayonetta VR.
I'm not streaming that.
It just seems like the VR at the minute is just something you'd have on when your mates come round, just have a quick bash on.
Yeah. bad terming for that, mate.
Quick bash on VR Bayonetta.
But yeah, I agree. The thing is...
I'm going to stand by that comment.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, VR just seem... the thing is, I do want to see VR grow and grow, and it has been growing, which is a good sign for it. But at the moment, it just needs that game that makes people say, yeah, this is why you should buy yourself a VR. I think it is. That's the thing. I think it is. It's just, you got to remember, it's such a young piece of technology still. And yeah, I know we had Virtual Boy, but we can't really count that because that was just eye strain in a box.
Not with VR. VR is just going to be another Kinect thing.
I don't want it to be. That's the thing. I'm hoping it doesn't. And
the way I see technology, if it's an inconvenience, it won't move forward. That's what you always see. Because it's an inconvenience, having to, like it's obstructing your vision. Like you're
saying it's obstructing your vision. The point of it is that you're in a different world, mate.
I mean, in real life, it's obstructing your vision. You're not going to notice when the fucking cat's got jumped out the window.
What happened? Where's the cat gone?
Yeah, I fucking stepped on it and it fucking yeeped and fucking jumped out the window.
Wish I didn't live on the 10th floor now.
Like, you could be getting robbed. Like, someone's just walking around you,
I'll be questioning how someone's robbing me. I'm on the 10th floor.
And the only time you notice is when the PS4 turns off, because they fucking have that too. You're just standing there like a muppet with a fucking VR in your head.
Guys, did we get a power cut?
It's just got an empty room, like, the fuck?
Anyway, moving away from VR, let's go with God of War. That looks good. It's definitely a game I do want to get hold of. God of War, Dad of War, in Nordic
Daddy
times.
Daycare of War.
It is pretty much into. So we've seen God of War. It's been about a year since we last saw anything about God of War itself. We've got a little bit more sense of what it is going to be like to play. The camera is now over Kratos' shoulder, which puts you right in there when he rips things apart. He's still the saddest dad in video games. He's embarking on a journey with his young son. And it will shock you to hear this, but if you think this game is going to have a lot of graphics, Sony says it's going to be coming early 2018. So it's very soon this game is going to be coming out. Which, God of War, I am looking forward to this one. I'm hoping it still sticks with a sort of hack and slash style of it, because that is what God of War games are to me.
The only thing that can make Kratos look more brutal is if they add a Mario hat to him and a moustache.
Make him more brutal. He's actually using his kid as a what's it called, a bat. This is how you fight. Yeah, why is he suddenly turned British? I don't give a damn. He's Kratos. He can do what the fuck he wants. You go up to him and question what accent he can pull on. He's goddamn Kratos. He'll rip your arms off before you even manage to finish your question. And that's just if he's in a good mood. Yeah, so what you guys seen the new God of War trailer? What did you guys think of it yourself?
Pretty good. It just looks like a next generation
I'm looking at Ryan there thinking, why the hell are you asking me these questions?
I don't know these games. Leave me alone.
What the hell is God of War? What the hell is a Kratos?
I'm guessing these are all the PS4 exclusives that everybody
Wait, there's a God of War game, Connor?
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, this is a PS4 exclusive, mate. I doubt we'll see God of War coming out on Xbox.
I'm starting to think that they shouldn't make exclusive games because we never got exclusive DVDs, did we? You don't get exclusive pieces of bread that you can't put that bread in that oven, mate, because it's not for that kind of oven. It's for a bosh.
Mate, I know this is going to piss you off, but that felt so your Xbox side just then. Thinking, do we really need exclusives? Seriously? I know. Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, we do.
I know. I don't understand why.
We've got Forza.
I don't even like the exclusives for the Xbox.
Guys, please, just give us something.
They're not even exclusive.
I end up playing all the games that will end up on all the consoles anyway.
I know you do. That's what we all do. But it's nice sometimes to see those exclusives. Just to see your face. We think, oh, we're going to be talking about another PlayStation exclusive here.
I'm happy about that. I'm still happy. I'm still buzzing off Minecraft because they're doing what I want it to do.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it in a minute. I'll just get through this anyway, mate. So another. You're gonna hate me more. Another PlayStation exclusive, Detroit. It looks great, mate. I'm looking forward to that game. The game, which is David Cage again, and from the people who made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls as well. I'm looking forward to this game. No, it's not VR.
No, I meant what Ryan's got.
Oh yeah, that's his new VR headset.
This is the new Xbox VR.
Yeah.
This is the Windows phone.
It's only exclusive to Xbox One X. It doesn't work, but yeah, it's
Even
something.
on your Facebook.
It's now got 7 teraflops.
It's very floppy.
It's going to be very floppy, yes. So yeah, like I said, Detroit. I'm looking forward to this. I like the whole idea where your decisions do influence the game. The things that's what I loved about Until Dawn as well as, and same with this series of games that they've done. And it's nice to see that we're going to be getting another one. We saw a bit of last year. And it did start out as just a technical trailer for the PlayStation 4 at the beginning of it. It's nice to see that it's actually been developed into a proper game now as well.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of this, Billy, about this one, Detroit itself?
I find the David Cage games quite interesting anyway, like the story. I mean, they're not the best things ever, but you always get like a sense of sort of like you're pushing the story forward, and I think it's got more meat to it than like a Telltale's game.
Yeah.
Where I feel like with the Telltale games, you feel like your choices don't really matter, to be honest, except for like the small little differences. Whereas this one,
when it actually tells you, yeah, you know this choice that you made, this is what happened. This is what other people picked. I think no. So then again, with Telltale, I think because we did the second episode of Guardians of the Galaxy last week, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah.
And there was actually something that we did with the first episode that did influence the second episode. I think it was our decision what we did with Thanos' body in the end. It made it's where we had to go in the end to go and fetch what's her name again? I should know this. Ryan?
Gamora.
Not Gamora.
what, a sister?
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
A sister, not Gamora.
Nebula.
Nebula, thank you. Yeah, we've got to go and fetch Nebula from somewhere. But that's what I'm going to say about that, because I do recommend go and play that game.
Yeah, I started the first episode.
Yeah,
so
the second episode is going
I've
to be
got
fun.
Thanos' body. I just don't even
decide. Yeah, it's not much of a spoiler. Thanos died.
He dies literally in the first 10 minutes.
He dies in the first.
I mean, I was expecting him to be the big baddie for the whole serious because I thought, oh, here we go, here's the big baddie, and he fucking died so easily.
No, it doesn't help me.
Who knew a few quick time events could kill the fucking?
No, I felt a little bit bad because we were planning to do the Guardians of the Galaxy thing a couple of days in advance, and I was basically thinking, right, what happened in the first episode? Did that happen, or was that the movie?
Yeah.
Because I've watched the volume 2 came out between the two episodes, and it's like I'm thinking, did that happen? Was Thanos there? Have we met Thanos in the movie yet? No, we haven't yet.
In this?
I think there was Mary Poppins.
Yeah, where's the previously on? Where's the Mary Poppins part on the previously?
What happened to Mary Poppins? But that. Like I said, Detroit looks really good. Like I said, the whole choice system with it looks good. I can't wait to play that game when it comes out as well. We haven't got a date for it still, but it's nice to see that they are still working on that game as well. And the game that we've got to talk about, the game that was a huge moment in there, of course, Spider-Man.
Yes!
There's something that you can talk about.
What's going on now?
So, we was already told about this last year. We was told about this last year. Insomniac is working on a new Spider-Man game. We didn't really see much about it, did we? I think it was just a quick cinematic last year. Now we've actually seen gameplay from it, and it seems like it's being influenced by Rocksteady's Arkham games, in a way. Which I'm going to say that now. If you're going to make a superhero movie, yes, go down that route. Because that is a good formula and it should work that way.
What I'd like to see in this one is like what the Arkham games do is put a variety of Spider-Man villains all in one game, because I think that's what that's a big part of why the Batman games are so successful, because you sort of had even on the side missions you sort of like, oh, I can take out this enemy by doing this one here. So I reckon
Well, let's look at the first Arkham game itself. Joker was the main villain in that game, of course. But as I said, you had, because you was in Arkham itself, you had Calendar Man there, you had Riddler, of course. He was around there as well. Scarecrow, which at that time you didn't expect him to have such a big part later on into the actual series.
Well, I think that was the highlight of the game itself, with its whole... like he used the fear toxin on Batman on that, and you see, and there's a whole little segment on there, isn't there, that everyone really liked.
Yeah. Well, going back over to Spider-Man that's coming out, like you said, what we know so...
bringing some new villains in.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. It looks like they're going to be bringing a lot of villains in the Marvel Universe itself, not just ones that you usually see with Spider-Man. It's like in the actual demo, I know that he does communicate with Kingpin in a way, but he's usually a Daredevil's villain, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of
both, yeah. Well, it's like...
Yeah, like
I said, when you saw the demo of it, you saw him taking down some of Wilson Fisk, also known as Kingpin's thugs, atop of an under-construction building. Using a mix of stealth, environmental takedowns, and straight-up fighting, which was great. Which a few QTEs in there as well. Which, yeah, I'm happy if there's a few, as long as you don't make the whole game quick-time events.
Yeah.
No, they won't do.
They won't do. I don't expect them to. It's Insomniac, and they know what they're doing with this kind of stuff. Yeah. So the game, it does look impressive. And though the action-packed back half of the demo almost felt like it was watching an animated short instead of the actual game itself, it's clear how it's clear how some of the stuff will work when you're actually playing the game as well.
Yeah.
Which is that's what you wanted from it. So Ryan, what about you? You've watched the trailer. I know you've watched the trailer for it now. What do you think of this, mate? Are you looking forward to this game? Is it making you think
let me tell you, GD. Let me tell you. It may end up being the game that sells me a PS4.
I would not be
Spider-Man.
I would not be surprised. I'm going to be honest, mate, Because out of any game, if it was a Batman exclusive to PlayStation or a Spider-Man exclusive, that is what will sell you that game. And the thing is, it looks like it's going to be one of those games that is in that era of superhero movies with the Batman Arkham series.
It just looks fucking amazing. It looks like, because they've churned out so many shit Spider-Man games or so many shit Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
But this one looks just...
Spider-Man 2 being the exception. I'm talking about the PS2 one.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, Spider-Man 2 was on Xbox as well, but yeah, since Spider-Man 2.
He couldn't resist there, could he? I was wondering if he was going to say that.
You threw it in.
True, actually.
You threw it in. Right, well, anyway, it's not. It's fucking all for PS4, and I used to own a PlayStation, you know, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day when we didn't talk about teraflops.
Get them flops out of my face.
Anyway. Yeah, the everything, like the surrounding, all the billboards that are crumbling down, you can go inside buildings now, like dead fluently without a loading screen.
Mm.
It looks top banana.
Well,
All just like showing me now.
Yeah.
Tiny.
It's not.
Can
It's
you
not.
deliver pizza? That's the things I need to know.
Well, it's not just that. I'm thinking with this, and I've noticed that a lot when it comes to actual superhero games. And I'm going to say this: Batman is guilty with this as well. Most of the time, it's right. You go beat up that person over there. By the looks of things, with this Spider-Man game that's going to be coming out, it's more no. You're trying to make it as less collateral damage as you possibly can. You are a superhero. You're not here to go and beat up this guy. You're here to help this person over here.
Yeah, that's the difference because with the Arkham games, it always begins with the city's been evacuated to do whatever the hell you want.
All those guys down there,
potentially a criminal. Go through your Batmobile and just smash through fucking everything.
Yeah, don't worry, they're not dead. They're going to be critically injured, but they're not dead. You just run him over with a car.
But he's still alive.
Don't worry
I mean, sure, he's brain dead and he's never going to wake up from a coma again, but he's still alive.
It reminds me of that Injustice 2 moment. Right, you're not going to kill them, but you are going to, what's it called? Cripple them. Simple enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, that's the Batman way. I won't kill, but you will not be walking ever again.
You won't ever commit crimes again.
As long as they don't come out with these missions where you've got to save some fucking balloon for a kid, I'll be quiet.
Oh, stop another crane falling on the city again.
Pizza.
That was amazing. That was really good.
It was amazing, but no offense. Every time you see something to do with Spider-Man, why is his enemy a crane?
He was like, oh, for fuck's sake, really?
He even said it. Seriously, why have we got so many cranes in this city? You would have thought they would have learned by now. Stop putting so many cranes up.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's holding a container. Why? Who are you floating that above a bloody...
Guys, move from underneath there. Where the hell are the police? Oh, they're alright. They're basically at the station. Don't worry, Spider-Man's there to sort it out.
Spider-Man's the main problem. He seems to be fighting the villains and fucking the New York up.
Yeah. Also from the trailer as well, we didn't mention, at the very end of it, Miles Morales was taking photos of Spidey's web when he stopped the helicopter from smashing into it.
Yeah.
So we're going to see that Spidey also be involved into this game as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll do what they do in every other Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man dies.
What?
I don't know.
Spider-Man dies?
Probably. I don't know. We got Miles Morales. He's definitely in the game by the looks of things.
Yeah, they'll have other superheroes and stuff in there, I'm sure they will. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not even a take from Homecoming either, is it? Mm. It's a complete standalone original.
So I'm just going to ask you one question because I'm not 100% sure. The demons that Spider-Man's looking for here, who are they?
No, I think they might be new.
They might be new. That's going to be coming into the actual thing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, it's that big of a universe that nobody knows everything.
Exactly. But yeah, so that is pretty much what we've got from Sony's anyway. So what did you guys think of Sony? Ryan's just happy that there's a Spider-Man game, and we saw some Spider-Man footage.
There was a lot of exclusive games that I missed out on.
There's a lot of exclusive games where they've not given us a date for them as well, which it seems.
Yeah.
Which is annoying in a way, but at the same
What
time...
I'm going to do when I get my PS4,
yeah,
I'm going to plug it into the Xbox and have it as the TV.
that's what I did when I first had my PlayStation 4. But yeah, with PlayStation, a lot of it was, yeah, it's nice to see that we've got a lot of games coming out, but it feels like they're saying, well, you've seen what we did in the first 6 months. We've already done we've done quite a lot already. So here's the third-party stuff that we're going to be bringing out now. And so yeah, we all got some exclusives that are coming, but you're going to be waiting a little bit longer for that.
Yeah.
Which I understand where they're coming from there. The thing is, after the first 6 months, they've done really well. I think the closest thing that they had to competition so far this year is Switch. No offense to Microsoft, but we've said this many times. This E3 was so important for Microsoft in gaming wise, because they didn't, after Scalebound was dropped, and it's just that there was no major exclusives that were coming out for Xbox at that point. But the only game that has actually come out is Halo Wars 2, and people still didn't rate that, did they? Yeah. So, yeah, so I would say PlayStation did alright, myself. What did you guys say? You said you thought it was alright yourselves, or...?
It wasn't bad. I mean, technical difficulties made it a bit annoying.
Oh, well, at the start of it?
Yeah. But aside from that, yeah, it's pretty solid.
But yeah, so that's I think that's it with Sony. We're going to skim through PC because I'm going to be honest.
Oh, let's talk about the Dragon Ball game.
Oh, we'll talk about Dragon Ball in a second. Let's just go skim through PC games first of all. So first of all, XCOM 2 is going to be getting an expansion called War of the Chosen. It is so there are going to be 3 new champions of 3 alien armies: the Assassin, Hunter, and Warlock. You'll have to fight each faction multiple times over the campaign, and each time they will be stronger and more skilled than before. There are going to be multiple XCOM factions too, each of which you can bring under your command throughout the game. Confusing matters further is a group called the Lost, a horde of mindless zombies, as it crashes. There we go. Yeah, mindless zombies that have hatred of both humans and aliens, meaning that these will cause havoc when they appear. It's going to be released in August the 29th, this expansion. Next, they have a trailer for Ooblat. It's a game that looks like a cross between Viva Pinata and Stardew Valley. That's the one where, you know, the Microsoft indie stuff that they're showing, Ryan? The one with the mushrooms. Yeah, exactly. It's not that memorable either. So yeah, after that, create a tabletop game which became a base of Mech Warrior. Came on the stage to talk about his turn-based BattleTech strategy game. It looks alright, I guess. Exactly. Mountain Blade Bannerlord has been shown off as well. It's going to be a new open-world RPG that seems to start as a nobody and rise to the top of an army that can wage wars, besiege castles, and control lands. Wow. No more Total War Warhammer 2 and some in-game footage of a beautiful grand strategy game. Yeah, that looks pretty. We already know a bit about that. It's going to be coming September the 28th for that game. Shadowverse is getting a new expansion called Wonderland Dreams. Yay. Don't know what Shadowverse is. Yeah. With element, no, I don't know what that is. Screw that. Reading through. Tunic. Basically a trailer for a really cute looking fox in a magical forest called Tunic. Player Unknown also shown up as well. They did something. They probably talked about Player unknown, of course. Oh, Killing Floor 2. They announced the event that they're doing, called the Summer Sideshow, which is also available on PlayStation 4 as well. So it's a new event, which is carnival based, a horror carnival based game event. Wow, whippy. I think that's yeah. Nothing. There we go. And the main thing from here is so Microsoft showed up as well to announce that they are going to be doing Age of Empires Definitive Edition, which is going to be a remaster of the original Age of Empires as well. I understand why a lot of people are excited about that one myself. But yeah, it looks. There was quite a bit of PC stuff, but like I said, same again. It was the PC Gaming Show press conference. It was mainly about hardware, and it was just put Mario down. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. We covered a little bit of PC gaming. We'll talk a bit more about that a little bit more detail next week. But at the moment, I think we just want to try and get through this as quickly as possible now. So yeah, guys, I might as well ask, out of E3, what was your favourite point so far? Starting with Ryan.
Well, State of Decay 2.
State of Decay. Why State of Decay 2 yourself, mate?
Co-op.
Mainly the co-op. There we go.
This co-op.
What about you, Billy? What was your favourite part of E3 so far?
Oh, I think it's going to have to be 2 new Metroid games, I think, being announced. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, nothing better than seeing a logo and an actual game, which is nice. That's something that we'd not expected from Metroid this week. So
yeah. Also, Miyamoto just confirmed that Pikmin 4 is still in development.
That is good. I'm happy that it's still in development as well, because we need a Pikmin game for Switch. That's the thing I'm actually surprised about. We didn't hear anything about a Smash Bros. Game coming over to Switch as well. I would have thought.
I think that's too early.
Too early. You think we're going to be getting it later on?
Yeah.
Or do you think we're going to just get a new Smash
maybe
Bros?
next E3 might, but yeah, instead
Just
come out like
yeah.
can't forget that anyway. So that's what you sort of struggle because you had to wait for the usual time. So.
For myself, though, I would say the thing that really stood out for me was I'm going to say, I don't want to say Cuphead. I'm happy that has been given a release date now. How many times I've been wanting it. It's been one of those two. There's two games at the moment that I've been wanting, and it's nice to see that they're both coming out this year. And that was the Crash Bandicoot game and Cuphead. But I would say out of the actual whole thing itself,
Minecraft.
I'm going to say Minecraft. Yeah, it's Minecraft itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll change mine. Minecraft.
The thing is, I'm happy to now know that it's not, very, very soon. It's this summer that they're going to be opening up Minecraft actually to be a proper cross-play game with most
This is
consoles,
the future.
PC and mobile.
No more exclusives.
But yeah, I'm happy to see that because that's what we've been wanting. We want the console stuff to be at the same level as PC, and by the looks of things, that's what is going to be happening now. To a point that I'm going to be able to use my skin that is up there as my actual character. And no offense, I love being the Gentleman Creeper, but that's my skin up there.
Are we able to create skins on consoles?
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm happy with. You're going to be able.
No, I mean, actually, I don't need a PC to create a skin.
I don't know about that. I think you will, but I think it's what it's going to be working at as you're probably going to have a Mojang account now. So you go onto Mojang, onto its actual website, and then you basically put a skin on your character. I've got a feeling that's how it's going to work. This is the thing, we're still a little bit iffy of what is actually happening with the console side of this. All we know is that they are going to be combining all the worlds together. And there is going to be custom skins that are going to be involved with it. Which is exciting for us because we do a lot of the Minecraft challenges to a point we've been starting to bring them back again ourselves. And it's nice to see that, more importantly, one of the oldest series that we had on Crave Your Game with me and Billy, was Mine Z series. And I wouldn't mind doing that kind of stuff again if we can. I know it'll be quite difficult because, like I said, have you got a PC that can run Minecraft, Billy?
No way. I mean, Nintendo Switch.
I don't think you haven't got a Nintendo Switch, have you?
Nintendo Switch. I've pre-ordered the Splatoon one.
Oh, you pre-ordered the Splatoon one?
Yes, it comes with Splatoon.
But then again, it's going to be one of those kind of things. Like I said, it's going to be great that you're going to be able to do that cross-play stuff. But how is the mic stuff going to work
on
with
PC anyway?
You got it on PC anyway. So more than likely, we'll do it through PC. It'll be a lot easier because we can use things like Skype for that.
Yeah.
So they might be a little easier. So that's the big excitement point from it.
I see how Minecraft runs in this laptop as well, actually. I haven't really tested it on there. I ain't thought about it.
But you agree with me, with us both, don't you, Billy? Where it comes to, it's nice to see that you'll be able to play with Xbox players on PC now.
Yeah, because it opens it up to all us lot, because we all got our own little preferences, and we all got our own little I prefer these consoles, you prefer them consoles, and playing. So now it's just an opportunity for us to get a bit more close together, because I feel I think everyone agree. I think we all started off like all 360 buddies, didn't we? That's how it all started. And I think after the next generation, we all just sort of gone our own ways, like with our preferences.
It has been quite difficult for us to all be together in one thing. The thing is, we've been slowly been able to do it lately.
More games sort of follow this suit, and it starts becoming normal to expect games to be in a cross-play environment, because it'd be great for us, like as a group.
Well, the thing is, I'd like to say this now. This is only the second game to actually have a true cross-play experience.
I think they'll do it better as well.
I think, they'll do it better because the last one, it was just between PlayStation 4 and PC.
Oh.
You was thinking I was going to say Rocket League, did you? No, I don't count that as a true cross-play experience. Even though you can face other people, in my opinion, when it comes to true cross-play, it's when you basically can meet up with friends on different platforms. And that's what you're going to be getting through with Minecraft.
It don't make a difference if you can cross-play with strangers on a different console. You wouldn't care whether you're playing against a PlayStation or a person on PC. Then in those cases, But when it's cross-play, that's the whole point of why people want the cross-play, so that they can connect with friends who have a different console.
Yeah. By the way, the other game the first game that actually did it was Final Fantasy XI. They did it with PlayStation 4 and PC.
What I am looking forward to, going to CTG Village without you there.
Without me there? I didn't know you just didn't want me in Minecraft, mate.
And you come back and it's all trashed.
No, this is the thing. We can go to CTG Village.
No. We're not 100% sure if we can do that yet.
Why not? I thought they've got their own servers.
It's going to have its own servers, but we don't know if you'll be able to transfer what you've already created into these servers.
Oh, well, no, we'll just start a new one.
We can start a new one. The thing is, that's how it would work. If we can't transfer it over, we would start a new one anyway. The thing is, the point is, we are going to be... It will not be CTG Village. If we have to do it that way, it will not be CTG Village. It will be CTG World. Because it's going to be that place that is going to have everybody together.
Oh, it's a squeakquel.
It's a squeakquel. We had CTG Village, we had CTG Land on PlayStation 4. Now we're going to have CTG World when it comes to the servers.
The world,
There's a world of Minecraft. And I'm going to make myself I'm going to be the monitor thingamajig.
I built the statue to commemorate.
We're going to have a giant creeper statue of just there to remind people that I am the true overlord of this world.
And then that's when the lava buckets will flow.
Oh, thanks to Kaj. I was spoke to Kaj. Yeah, we spoke to Kaj earlier, didn't we?
I haven't seen Kaj in a while.
Oh, yeah, on the
on Ubisoft, wasn't it? So yeah. But yeah, I would say that is definitely the big point from it. It was nice to see that something that we've been asking. This is if I can put E3 in simple terms for this year, it's the E3 of stuff that we've asked for.
Yeah.
Simple enough. The thing is, we've been asking for a look at Beyond Good and Evil 2. I've been asking for a date for Cuphead. We've been asking for Minecraft crossplay. We've been asking for Metroid.
Original Xbox games backwards compatibility.
Exactly, we've been asking for that.
The only thing I didn't get was a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3.
And no Final Fantasy VII remake footage.
Sort of thing, isn't it?
Oh look, the thing is, I think it would have been overblow if we had stuff like that also added into it. I think we've had enough for this 1 week of this.
That's all they have to do, and E3 would have been going nuts. All we have to do is just show a date with Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts coming 2019. What?
Like, you could win either the Metroid 4 JPEG, Metroid Prime JPEG, but Kingdom Hearts, wow.
Anyway, guys, I want to do the usual thing because of it being the actual podcast itself. Let's do the UK charts before we say goodbye. So, first of all, let's open this up. Sony's Wipeout Omega collection debuts at #1 on the all price units. What the hell is that? Am I on the right charts here? Yeah, I am. So yeah, Wipeout Omega collection debuts at #1. Incredibly, for a PlayStation Classic franchise that launched in the same week as PlayStation 1. None of the previous versions of this game has ever debuted at #1. So it's the first time it's actually been #1. Which is nice. Yeah, what I've got on here is really messed up a little bit. Sorry. Bandai Namco's Tekken 7 drops 1 place to #2, and this PlayStation Classic debuted 5 weeks after Wipeout back in 1995. Debuting at #3 is Codemasters Dirt 4. The original Colin McRae Dirt debuted at #4 in 2007. Colin McRae Dirt 2 debuted at #2, held off by the top spot by Guitar Hero 5 in 2009. And Dirt 3 also debuted at #2 in 2011, held off by second week at #1 for LA Noire. Sony's Horizon Zero Dawn climbs all the way back to #4 thanks to continued retail discounting. Also new this week and debuting at #9 is Bethesda's Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. It just sits just in front of Bethesda's Dishonored 2 at #10. Bethesda has also have 2 re-entries this week due to massive discounting. And #17 is Doom, and in #18 is Fallout 4. So, simple enough, the top 5 goes like this. Down 1 to #5 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Up 4 to #4 is Horizon Zero Dawn. New at #3 is Dirt 4. Down 1 to #2 is Tekken 7, and new at #1 is Wipeout Omega Collection. So, yeah. I really do want to see the numbers of how long Grand Theft Auto 5 has been in the top 10 now. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 years now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think they need to deserve a trophy.
Generation.
They deserve something for this, yeah.
And more.
So let's go to UK game releases of the week.
Game releases of the week.
I really need a chant for that, don't we? Okay, so what day are we on? The 14th. So, here we are. There is absolutely nothing. No, we've got one here. We've got Fridays. Friday the 16th of June. So ARMS comes out on Nintendo Switch this Friday. MotoGP 17 comes out on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. And God Wars Future Past comes out on PS4 and PSVR. I'm not surprised about this. We're not expecting that many games to be coming out this week because of it being E3, do you?
Yeah.
And it is getting close to the time where everything is just going to slow down up until September anyway. So, yeah. That is it. That's the game releases of the week. So, E3, it's over, guys. For us, at least.
Survived another E3.
Oh, I would say, if you say survived, this can easily say this has been one of the better E3s that we've actually covered. Yes?
Have Lego Dimensions in.
No, it would have been if it only had Lego Dimensions, wasn't it, mate?
Not really. I couldn't give two flying fucks about that. I feel like I've been stabbed in the back. I'm going to do my scarf whip.
Oh. Terrible, man. Terrible. Everything was better with scarf whips. Yo, God, yeah. So, anyway, as always, if you want to find us, you can find us usually for this is on twitch.tv/CTG podcast. We will be back there next week in our usual time spot at 9 p.m. For things that are going to be coming out streaming wise for me, first of all, tomorrow on Thursday we are going to be doing our WWE predictions for Money in the Bank, with our main event being a 6-person ladder match for the CTG Championship. We can name 5 people in there. We have got Heavenly, we have got Shimmy, we've got Doc, and these 2 idiots. Yay! Let's see if they can keep up their record of losing every match that they've been put in.
I am. At least I'm consistent.
At least you guys are consistent. You know what? I think if this keeps going, I'm going to make you 2 into a tag team.
The thing, didn't you have us 2 team up on The Sims as well?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah. So might see that in the future. And also,
what other things can you start? Oh, that.
Well, let's just say there's been times where Shimmy's been around us when we're unconscious in both Sims and.
I'd like to point out also, talking about The Sims 4, we are.
You know what we should do? We should fuck these guys off with a Team Creeper and end up making Team Ginger.
No,
yeah.
no. Why is everyone starting to make teams again? We had that on bloody GTA the other night. We had
Civil
both
War.
lads making a team, and now we've got you two. Why is the Civil War? Are you all just jealous because Team Creeper is such a good team?
Doing Team Ginger now. Or Joe.
You've heard it here first. Another team. Team Ginger, you said, yeah? So, talking about The Sims 4, I like to point out we are going to be doing another stream of the Cravers. It will be coming out later this month. So keep an eye out for that as well. For Saturday, I am going to be... me, Tatastic, Shimmy and Doc, we're going to be playing a new Serious Sam game, which was announced on the Devolver Digital conference as well. We're looking forward to that. And I think that's all I can say about this week at the moment. What about you guys? Have you got any streams planned yourselves?
Well, thanks to Mixer, I had to go and delete a load of fucking games that ended up on my hard drive. But I'm not going to complain about it because I've got a load of free games. So I'm going to have to go.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so we never mentioned that, did we?
I couldn't install the update for GTA because it completely took up all the memory on my Xbox.
Oh, it's a good point. I just want to mention that we are going to we're going to be playing some GTA on Friday as well. We are going to be testing out. You're not, are you?
Friday, yeah, might be.
Yeah, if you're here Friday, we're going to be testing out the new. What's the new update called?
Gun Runners.
That's it, Gun Runners.
Yeah, it's shit. You can't do much on it.
We're still going to have a go of it. We got to.
Unless you've got monies.
Unless you've got monies, which I do have some monies, which is good.
Oh no. You need at least 3 million to do something with it. Hold on.
I think I can make 3 million up, can't I? Yeah, I can make 3 million up. So yeah, we're going to try and get that update. We're going to have a go of it. I'm hopefully going to.
Yeah, well, you can play bunker modes, and basically you can play all the different adversary modes in the bunker. So you can play Slasher, you can play Juggernaut, and it's so basically you can play these adversary modes, and it's all on one.
Either way, we're going to have a go of it on Friday to have a see what it's like ourselves. So it's better having a go of it in person in the end, isn't it, mate? So expect to see that on Friday as well. Like I said, streaming plans. What is the point of asking you, Billy?
I don't stream.
You don't stream. We want you to stream again, but your way of doing it, as long as you guys are doing a video, if I can show up, I'll show up. which is that's all we ask for.
It's one thing I ain't consistent on it streaming. I may just turn up out the blue and suddenly feel like streaming, but nah, I'm not often a streamer. I need to get a new headset as well and stuff like that. So.
The other thing is, well, hopefully when the Minecraft update comes out, we'll get him thrown into a challenge or two anyway. Make a. Oh, we could do another series like Mine Z. Hopefully, I'd love to do that again. Anyway, Ryan, you said that Mixer screwed you over, but I'm guessing you're going to try and do a bit of streaming with what you've been given.
Yeah.
So, any in particular game that you found that you want to play that you've been given by Mixer?
I
don't say Rare Replay because I'm going to say no, one of those games. It's like 30 games.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was having a look at Rare Replay and I was wanting to go on Ghouls and Goblins.
Ooh, okay. That'll be interesting to see how it goes. Oh, talking about a stream, I've also got to mention I'm going to be playing a game called Perception soon as well, which seems to be the theme for me this year. I'm going to be playing another goddamn horror game.
I've also got to do a bit more Outlast as well, haven't I?
Yes, you do. If you want to do more, everyone does everything. Everything pretty. Everything will be good. More Outlast for everybody. But yeah, so with that will be available on twitch.tv/GDW2007, twitch.tv/IRN RYN, and if Billy's doing any streaming, twitch.tv/BillyBoomers. Hi. You can also follow us on Twitch, on Twitter, sorry, at GDW2007, at Ryan Ryan, and at Billy Boomers. You can also follow Crave Your Game at Crave Your Game. That's where you get most of your information from. Also, me and Ryan are on Mixer as well, mixer.com/Crave Your Game, and I am Ryan, Iron_Ryan. You can find us on there as well. And of course, facebook.com/Crave Your Game. And our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Crave Your Games. Video I'm going to recommend this week. Go and watch what's coming out on Saturday. I recommend go and watch that because Dr. G.D. Von Creep is back in session. And I am going to love that series so much when with that coming out. Ryan, what about you? Do you recommend anything yourself?
Yeah, the Portal 2 video that came out today.
Yes, where we go and try and reach up on new heights and try and fix our friendship that GLaDOS tried to kill. Yeah. Billy, do you want to recommend a video yourself?
Guardians of the Galaxy, if you played it, did you?
That's not come out now, mate.
When that comes out.
say Rainbow Six Siege.
That one.
Okay, Rainbow Six Siege.
I love that video. It's my favourite.
Yeah.
Before we do go, we need to set up another game of Friday the 13th with Cadge as well.
Yes, we're going to be setting up another game of Friday the 13th soon as well. Hopefully, so it's going to be about an hour of us playing one game and then waiting for the servers to work.
I'm getting on games left, right, and centre now.
A lot easier now.
Yeah,
they've probably
pretty
fixed
rapid.
that problem now, which is good. Also, I like to point out we are now available on Discord as well. There will be a link for people who are watching this on the VOD on YouTube in the description below. Like I said, we're available on Discord. For the audio version of the podcast, you can find that at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. And I just burped. Who gives a damn? For if you're 18 and over and you want to join a very friendly gaming community, you can do so. Go to cravethegame.proboards.com. That is everything. Our E3 special is over. That's it.
Until next year.
Until next year. Until next week, we'll be back with episode...
Same bad year, same bad channel.
Yes.
Oh, is that poor taste?
That was really poor taste, mate, at this point.
Or was it respective?
No, it was poor taste.
Too soon.
Too soon. Actually, yeah, also I want to mention as well, there was news that came out last night that I want to mention as well. So if people haven't seen on the news, there's been a major fire in London of the tower blocks. I just want to say, hearts go out for people who have lost their lives in that fire as well. Hopefully, we'll find more information of what actually happened with that as well. I just wanted to mention that as well. So, like I said, hearts go out for people who have lost, and people who have lost their homes as well. It is just more things, and knowing us in the UK, we will overcome what has happened with this as well.
Oh yeah.
It's just shown with what happened in London with the other attack and what happened in Manchester as well, which they were both travesties, but we overcome it because that is the British way of doing things. So it is just, I know it's a sour note
Band together.
Yeah, band together. It's a sour note to leave on with the podcast, but I felt like we did need to mention it a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, thank you guys for joining us for the CTG podcast E3 special. We are back next week in our usual time slot on our usual channel as well, with Tatastic, and more than likely Ryan will be back as well on that week. He doesn't know yet. He might be. It'll be a surprise. Who will be with us? I don't know.
Next time on Dragon Ball, hey.
Next time. To be continued.
I'll be around about.
So until then, goodbye everybody.
Bye bye.